Hello and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Randy4short or Randy4short. Let me turn down this baby monitor really quick. Okay, so in this video, I am going to show you guys my 2021 planner lineup. But first, I did want to let you guys know how I did with my 2020 lineup, and just give you some I don't know, like my thoughts on how my 2020 planners went. So we all know that 2020 was a shit show. So besides that, keep that in mind. That really curbed the planning part of things. So but as for the functionality of my planners, I wanted to let you guys know how that is. So 2020 has really brought to light what season I am in. So, and I mean that to say I have realized that I am in a planning season, but not necessarily a scheduling season. And what I mean by that is that I'm able to plan, everything because I got my planners. But when it comes to executing certain things, it's, I got to get to it when I can get to it, because right now my priorities are my family first, then YouTube, and then everything else is when I have time for it. So right now my son is waking up in the middle of the night. Well, he's waking us up in the middle of the night as well, because he was crawling out of his crib to climb up on, what is it? The little, it's a part attached to it, like the changing table. There we go. The changing table attached to his crib. So he would climb out of his crib and climb up onto that, and he couldn't get down. So then he would cry and then wake us up because, we sleep with the baby monitor on. So he would wake us up because we hear him crying. Then we have to rescue him down from the baby changing table. And then it'd take 2 hours to put him back to sleep. So we were tired of that. So we were like, let's just get him his big boy bed. So his big boy bed, we skipped right to a twin extra long bed for him. And he is still waking up in the middle of the night. So now that he can get out of his bed safely, he comes into our room at 10 o'clock, 12 a.m., 2 a.m., 5 a.m. And I have to wake up at 5 in order to get ready for work. So yeah, and it's been consistent. It's been probably, if not a couple weeks, it's been a couple, at least a month or more now. So so that cuts into my YouTube time, because usually I will do some stuff for YouTube before I wake up, like maybe an hour early, and work on some YouTube stuff so I can stay consistent. Or when he was going to bed on time at 8:30, I would stay up for a little bit and work on YouTube, and then I would do the bulk of YouTube on the weekends. But it was that time during the week that allowed me to stay consistent with YouTube. But now with him waking up in the middle of the night, it's like I gotta get to stuff when I can. So, and that is including YouTube right now. So, cleaning, cooking, all of that stuff, I have to get to it when I can, because when my toddler is awake, there's no productivity to be had. So I have a very active, very energetic toddler. So all of that to say that my 2020 planner lineup just didn't work out as much as I wanted it to, and a lot of it just didn't work for me. So I realized quickly that I needed other methods of planning and other systems. So let's get into it. So my first ones were my budget. So I started off 2020 in the Happy Planner budget planner, and this one did not work for me. So I switched. It worked, but I wanted to try something different. So I switched over to the Erin Condren monthly planner, and in this planner is when I really hit my budgeting stride, found out my budgeting style, really developed how I wanted my planner to look, like the aesthetics, while with that being, me allowing me to use all of the planner supplies that I wanted to, as well as it being quick and easy and not a lot of prep time, setup time to get started planning in this budget planner. So that cut the maintenance down a lot for me. So I'm not going to show these two because this is a budget channel. So if you want to see my journey with budgeting, you could just, go back a couple of budgeting videos and kind of skip around to where I am now. So that is the budgeting planner. So besides that, the Erin Condren monthly worked, but I do want to go back to Happy Planner, and I'll talk about that in just a second. So let me finish going through all of my 2020 planners. So next I want to talk about my handwriting planner. And honestly, I think I just did the handwriting stuff because one, I did want to work on my handwriting, but I wasn't really pressed about it. I think mostly I just wanted to join in on the trend that was going on not YouTube, on Instagram, where, all of these lettering challenges. And yeah, I quickly gave up on that. I think it lasted until March, but I was inconsistent from the beginning. And basically, I'm fine with my handwriting. I know that I could write neater if I took the time to, but I rarely do and I rarely care. So yeah. So that was the handwriting planner. That one went by the wayside. And then to skip over to, I did have a journal and I was using the horizontal for it. And this wasn't enough space. So it wasn't enough space for me to write and decorate. So I quickly put this one by the wayside. I did buy a 5-year journal. So hold on, let me grab it. Okay, so what I thought to do was I did see this 5-year Hobonichi journal, and it has it's a daily for 5 years. So 2020, 2021, 22, 23, 24. And then over here, you just have a blank space. So I was like, okay, well, this will give me space to write. And then over here, I could decorate. And yeah, that didn't work either. So I've had to look for something else. And this planner was not cheap. I think I had to order it from the Hobonichi website, in yen to dollars, I think it ended up being $60 if I'm not mistaken. So best believe this planner is going to get used. I just still haven't figured out what. I tried doing some faith planning in here, but that didn't work either. So, and I'll get to that a little bit later as well. So that was the journal. That did not work. Next was my on the go and / self-care. So let me put this one to the side really quick. So my on the go planner was supposed to be this. So, but I said in my 2020 lineup planner that I was trying this out in 2019. And it wasn't going to work as my on the go. So I tried that in December. It didn't work. So what I changed it to was my self-care. So self-care translated to basically an outfit journal. And yeah, that lasted for about a month. And yeah, so I do like this size, but for planning my life is way too small. And if I find something else to do with this planner, because the rest of it is pretty much blank. So if I find something else to do with this planner, then I will repurpose it. But for right now, it did not, it didn't work. So that is my self-care planner / on the go planner. So as well, I told you in that 2020 planner lineup video that because the Skin Classic didn't work, I did order this Erin Condren daily inserts that goes in the binder, but I didn't even start that. It didn't, no. So I didn't even touch these. So that didn't work as well. Mostly I just am not going, I'm not an on the go person, like a separate one, because I carry my classic with me everywhere. So that pretty much is my on the go. So I don't feel the need to have my classic catch all and a separate on the go planner. So yeah, that's why that one quickly fizzled out. And let's see, my faith planner. My faith planner I wanted to do in the mini stargazer, but yeah, I didn't even touch it. I set it up, I think in January, February, and I didn't even do anything. And what I found with the faith planner is I've been trying to do daily devotionals, and I'm just not motivated to do daily devotionals, as we can clearly see. I am more of a person that likes to learn things. So if I'm not learning anything and I'm just writing stuff just for the sake of doing something, then yeah, it's not gonna last long with me. So it needs, like, whatever I'm doing needs to either be like a creative release or a creative outlet, or it needs to be teaching me something. So I think with, and I have a like a type of workbook type of uh Bible planner type thing that I had years ago that I found on the internet. So I think I'm going to try that. When, I don't know, but I definitely am not going to do a faith planner until I figure my whole little situation out. So that is the faith planner. Let's see. The home planner is the next one. It is, I was using the classic Stargazer. And this is basically what I did. Like, I put the zones on, like, to mark out the zones, I used washi. So zone 1 was the first week, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, and zone 5. And I was trying to do the, ooh, child, what is, I forget the name of the cleaning system that I was trying to do. Oh, Fly Lady, there we go. It was called Fly Lady. So I was trying to do that in here, and basically, like I said, I'm just not able to do stuff consistently. Like, I try to do the bathrooms consistently, but that's about as much of like housework that I'm doing consistently, or trying to, keep on top of. So what I would do is these little monthly overviews didn't really get used, but what I did was I would put week 1, 2, 3, 4. I would use these as columns to mark out what I wanted to do in each zone, and basically I just built up a list of things that I want to do in each zone. So when I do get to it consistently, I already have what I want to do in each zone mapped out. So this was like a good template, and I'm going to recreate this into like, I'm gonna type it up on a computer, and I found, what I'm trying to say is, I don't need to do this every month. Like, I don't need to rewrite this every month. Now that I've pretty much have all of the activities that I want to do in each zone, there's no need to have a planner for this. So I am going to turn this into like a Fly Lady binder, house cleaning binder, but that's going to be in the future when my son is, not like attached to my hip, and I can have more freedom to move about the house and do things as I want. So once he gains a little bit more independence, that's what I'll be doing with my home planner. So yeah, so that was my classic Stargazer, which I use as my home planner. Let's see. For my catch-all, I started in my hourly planner. Oh, so let's go back to this one. I had an hourly planner to begin with, and it allowed me to use more stickers and washi, but planning wise, this is not how my brain works. So it looks pretty, but again, this is not how my brain works. So I did not have planner piece in this layout. So I did switch to like a DIY inserts type of thing that I came up with. I don't know if I have it in here. Oh, here goes an example. So week on one page, and then yeah, so I have a couple, like, these were playing with me's on my channel. So if you want to check those out, I could probably like link it up in the cards, and yeah, you could check that out. But basically I went from the hourly to this layout that I created myself. And then now I have switched to something else that I wanted to try out just so I could see if it will work for 2021. So stay tuned for that. But that was my catch-all, and the hourly absolutely did not work for me in 2020. So let's see, my work planner is the next one, and I was using the BizBabe and the Homebody, the original Homebody, together, and I Frankenplanned them because I like the Homebody layout, but I like the BizBabe dividers. So I was using the guts of the Homebody, but the BizBabe dividers. So this is basically what the Homebody looks like, and this is how I used it. Week on one page again, and then I had like little to-dos, follow-ups, and projects over here on this side. So yeah, the dashboard layout is my favorite layout. That is the layout that works for me for work and for personal. But for work, I found that this is too much space. So I like the layout, but I need a smaller size planner, because as the planner went on, this basically would be just like stickers. So I want to use stickers, but I also want it to be functional. So I don't need as much space as classic size gives me, but I need more space than a mini, because I did have a mini for work and that was too small of a space. So I need something in between that still has a week on one page. And then this side, I still need this side to either be blank or like in sections where to allow me to write lists for whenever I do have a list of to-dos or whatever. I'm free to note it on this side, but I do need a week on one page for work. So this one works, and I am still currently using it. Well, I lied. No, I'm not. I'm using something else. So what you'll find is that I typically like to, if I'm going to switch to a new layout, I like to try that layout if I can before the year starts. So in like November, December, if I have it, then I want to try that layout out so that come the new year, I know whether it'll work for me or not. So that is my work planner. That was a dashboard layout that I love. And let's move on to my social media planner, which I've been using for 2021. And it was the 18-month wrong monthly planner that came out. So on the monthly pages, I wrote down basically anything that I like, any videos I wanted to do, I would pre-plan them here and then write them in. I would pre-plan them with sticky notes, and then I would write them on the calendar once I posted it. So I would do like wacky holidays just in case I wanted to do something on Instagram. But if you've been to my Instagram or follow me on Instagram, then you know I am not active on Instagram. But I plan to change that in 2021. So, but anyways, what else did I do on here? Oh, and I wrote down like any releases and stuff that were coming up in the monthly calendar. And then I would try to do goals. I would try to do like follow-up steps to meet my goals. I would do like make a list of whatever planner supplies I wanted. I would make my list of like the release schedule if something was happening. Like this was the Happy Planner Girl release schedule, and then this was the wrong release schedule. And then what was this? Oh, back then I used to pre-plan my themes in my planner, and I would write it down right here. So like for this week in my mini, I wanted to do under the sea theme, and then in my classic, I wanted to do the same thing, but the next week I wanted to do roses in my mini, and and then I wanted to do the swans out of the Simply Lovely sticker book. I wanted to do that theme in my classic, and then I kept up with YouTube and Instagram stats right here. And then right here is where I would write down all of the to-dos that I would need to do for YouTube and for Instagram. So that's basically how I used this planner in the beginning. But as the months went on, since I wasn't active on Instagram, I found that I didn't need a whole planner to keep on track of YouTube, basically, because how I do YouTube is I do one video at a time. So I'll record the video, edit the video, schedule the video to post. And while the video is like uploading or whatever, I will work on the thumbnail and the description. So I would do one video at a time. So, and even if I did record multiple videos back to back, like batch recording, I still would only work on one video at a time. So I don't need a to-do list or anything like that to keep up with different processes for different videos. So mostly what I'm doing now is just writing down release dates on my monthly, and then I'm still pre-planning my videos with sticky notes. And here and there, I would, if I remember or had time to, I would go in and actually write in what actual video I posted on that actual day. But for the most part, The only thing I'm really consistently doing in my social media planner right now is writing in the release dates so I know when they are, and using sticky notes to pre-plan my videos. That's really all I'm doing. So yeah, but it did work. And I do think this, the monthly layout or even the dashboard layout will work for a social media planner. But again, I only need to plan it if I'm doing multiple social media platforms. So since I'm just doing YouTube right now, I only need like a monthly calendar. So that is social media. And also too, a 18-month planner I learned is not for me at all. I'm like so bored, even though I love the wrong or whatever, but it's just like I want a new planner already for my social media planner. So while I am a completionist and I love to complete one planner and stay in one planner for the year, 18 months is a little bit too long for me, but I'm glad I did stick it out and I still am in this planner. And this December is the last month I have for this planner, so I will be switching to something new in 2021. All right, so I think this is the last planner, but it's not a planner. It's like an honorable mention, which is basically my recipe planner. So this recipe planner, I don't think I'm gonna include it in lineups anymore, because just know that I do use it. I do write stuff in here, but for the most part, I don't have time to like write in recipes that I find on Pinterest, because mostly what I'm doing right now is I print them out and I put them in here just like this, so that in the future when I do have time, I'll write it in and use stickers. But since this is not time sensitive, I'm not really pressed about, making this cute or anything like that. I'm not trying to like make this a family heirloom or anything like that. Like, it's just for me and my family, it's just a recipe keeper. So, if my son or any future children want it in the future, then great. If not, I'm not pressed about it. It's more of a convenience thing for me. So, yeah, so I break this out whenever I need it. But as for meal planning, let me grab it really quick. So as for meal planning, this is basically what I use. I use a half sheet notebook, and yeah. So I believe this came out with the who was it? It was the one with the not socialite. It was the one with this. She had these florals. I can't think about the planner girl that had this. Miss Maker? No, not Miss Maker. Homemaker. I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about though. But yeah, this came out with that planner girl, and I thought it was so cute and so fitting to be my meal planner. So I would just use meal plan half sheets, plan out my meals for the week, and then on the back, I would just do my grocery list. And I do keep my grocery list on my phone in an app called Cozy that me and my husband have access to. So whenever if either of us go to the grocery store, we can update it and we both can see the updates. So that has been working. But I don't know, it's just something about listing your grocery list and meal planning on paper that just works for me. So after I like a little bit more about what I do is, once I make my meal plan list, I'll do my grocery list with everything that I need, and then I'll shop our pantry and our fridge and stuff first to check off whatever we have and make sure we have enough of it for the week and to make meals. And then whatever's left, that's what I put on the Cozy app for us to go grocery shopping with. And also too, that was when we were going into the grocery store. So we rarely do. We mostly do Walmart grocery right now. And that has been a lifesaver, especially with my son. Like, I hate going to the grocery store. Like, I'm a grocery store shopper. Like, I love it. I love the peace and quiet. I just love going to the grocery store. But for right now, with everything going on, I am so thankful for Walmart grocery. It's not perfect, because let me tell you, when I order artisanal bread and you give me artisanal potato bread, I be ready to fight them Walmart shoppers. But I just deal with it. But either way, I do like Walmart grocery delivery. So if you don't have it and you want to check it out, there is a link down in the description if you want to check it out. But I do stand by it just sometimes. Just know I be wanting to fight them. But either way, neither here or there. So that is basically how my 2020 planners went. So Recipe Keeper is always a good thing. The only ones that really made it were my budget planner. And specifically, I'm talking about my EC monthly planner, my, let's see what else. I'm looking at my list. My work planner, my catch-all, which was the hourly, did not make it. And my social media planner made it by a hair. So yeah, social media, my work, and my budget planner. So 3 of the 10 or so planners that I mentioned made it out of 2020. So with that said, let me show you my 2021 planner lineup. Okay, so with the season that I'm in my life, I have drastically cut down on my 2021 planner lineup. So just right off the bat, I can tell you that I'm not going to have a self-care planner. I'm not going to have a on-the-go planner, like a separate dedicated one, because I am going to keep my catch-all planner as my on-the-go planner. I'm not going to have a faith planner, and I'm not going to have a home planner. And again, my recipe keeper is just, it's always going to be there. So as for my actual planners, my new social media planner is going to be my my EC binder planner. It is a monthly planner for the binder system from Erin Condren. So I bought this one because I thought it was going to be my new budget planner, but Erin Condren is still on the watch list for me. So instead of giving them, all the play that they have gotten on my channel for 2020 with the monthly planner as my budget planner, I am now going to switch this to my social media planner. So after I set this up with you guys on camera and give you like the gist of how I'm thinking to use it for social media planning, you probably won't really see this planner at all. So yeah, it is what it is with Erin Condren. And I'm not saying I'm like giving up on them, but just they're still on my watch list. So I don't know what it's going to take for me to, get back on the EC bandwagon, but for right now, it is what it is. So, and I'm not saying that, burn your EC or anything like that. If you already bought the planner, and all that drama happened, then go ahead and continue to use your stuff, because I am. These are expensive planners and I'm not throwing them away. So I already paid my hard-earned money. So yeah, this is going to be my social media planner for 2021. So let me put this to the side. So you guys already know that my 2021 budget planner is, this is what I initially selected. So before I get into this, let me tell you really quick, because the handwriting planner, I'm not doing handwriting, but I did order the calligraphy planner, the 2021 calligraphy planner from Happy Planner. I did order that, but it's still in transit, so I don't have it here with me to show you guys, but just know that that is part of my 2020 lineup. I just don't have it. So yeah, so that is going to be replacing my handwriting planner. And yeah, so I've always wanted to do calligraphy, and the way that they present it in that calligraphy planner, I think I'll be able to keep up with it. So yeah, so but we'll see how that goes for 2021. So now back to this budget planner. Y'all, this budget planner ain't gonna make it. I can tell you that right now. And I say that because I was trying to set, prepare this budget planner and get it all ready for my January budget setup video. My January budget setup video. When I tell you I had to do so much work in order to take basically how I'm doing my budgeting style in my EC monthly planner to do it in here, I vastly underestimated what I was getting myself into. So don't get me wrong, this is a gorgeous planner. The guts are beautiful, the colors are beautiful, but for what I'm trying to do and carry over my budgeting style into this, it's way too much work. So like, yes, I can do my budgeting style, like how I do it, just write everything. Yes, I can do it, but aesthetics for me, oh no, 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 baby, no. Child, when I tell you that I used an entire brand new whiteout to get January alone to meet my aesthetics, to get it like blank enough to meet my aesthetics. Oh no. No, no, no. I don't know how long this one gonna last, but I'm already in the market for another budget planner. And I'm trying to tell you guys this now because once 2021 gets here, like I know I'm considered maybe a budget influencer or something like that. Whatever. I may have influenced some of you guys to buy this planner. I'm telling you, for me, this ain't it. Nope, this is not gonna work. I'm gonna just be vague right now so I can move on to my last planner. But just know I'm gonna show you guys all of what I'm talking about in my January 2021 budget setup. So if you want to stay tuned for that video, it's coming up soon. But yeah, nope, this planner is not gonna last. It's not. Nope. So, anyways, yeah, I'm already disappointed in myself. So anyways, this was the last one. So this is the biggest change to my 2021 planner lineup. And basically this is now going to be my catch-all, my journal, my work planner, and I'm adding one where it's like a budget pre-planner, because like if you watch any of my budget planner videos, then I already have my numbers down, and that's because I always write them down on like a scratch piece of paper, but now I'm putting them into like my budget planner, not my budget planner, my actual planner, so that way if I ever leave my budget planner at home, I won't feel some type of way because I have it in here. For some reason, I cannot leave my budget planner at home. It's just, I don't know what that is. But yeah, probably because I like to check my accounts every day. And most of the time I'm checking it on break at work. So I need to have my budget planner here to mark down, you know, any notes that I might need. So yeah, so I'm not going to show you guys what's inside of here because basically it's like very sloppy, and I'm currently in the process of making inserts for this. But just know that I am switching to a half letter planner, and oh, I did order a Moterm A5 cover to put this into, and I was greatly disappointed. That mess did not fit at all. So it did not fit these covers, which I ordered on Amazon, but the actual if I took these covers off and tried to use like a mini cover or something like that, it still didn't fit because the discs were too big. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I can try and fit my 5-year Hobonichi in it. That didn't work either. So unless you're using like a true Hobonichi or a Stalogy, I think, I don't think, what am I trying to say? Words, Randasha. I don't think the Moterm planner cover is the leather one. I don't think it's gonna fit a half letter at all. So, well, I don't think, I know because I bought it and I'm in the process of returning it. Just some quick thoughts on why I'm switching to a half letter. So again, I did want a smaller size because I told you for my work, my journal, and my catch-all, a classic size was just way too much space and a mini was too small. So a half letter has been working out great. And then my main reason for changing to half letter for my catch-all is that I realized that and I think I always knew this, but since I'm a completionist and I want to stay in one planner, I was just stubborn and I wanted to stay in one planner. So what I'm talking about is that my planner needs changes throughout the year. So I think I've said it before, where basically in the beginning of the year, things are really slow. Like my social life is really slow. I don't have much plans, but as the year goes on, it steadily picks up. So, and that's because, you know, holidays, birthdays, vacations, and all that picks up. So, what works for me in the beginning of the year usually doesn't work out for me in the end of the year. And like the closest thing that I have gotten is like to planner piece in a bigger planner is the dashboard planner, just because like that left side gives you more flexibility, but like journal wise, a classic size is way too big. So yeah, and I know that in order for me to be consistent, I need to have whatever I'm trying to do with me at all times. So that means it has to come with me to work. It has to be able to go with me if I'm traveling, like anything like that. And yeah, so and I want to stay in the disc system just because I'm so heavily invested with covers and different metal discs and stuff like that. I don't want to change my planner system. And I like to be able to change things in and out to kind of like fit my style and my needs. So also too, what I found is that even though I love like pre-made planners, typically the dividers don't represent me per se. So what I'm saying is that, so like with the budget planner, so if I wanted to switch it up and have like these dividers say something else, like I like planners that are sassy, I like, you know, anime, like typically the things that, you know, the women, some men in the planner community, like I don't typically like I'm not really big on florals. I like purple instead of pink. I like to watch animes. I don't like drama movies all too much. If I do watch them, it's going to be like years later. So like Get Out, for instance, I know that's a great movie, but I still haven't watched it. I don't know when I'm gonna watch it. It just takes me a long time to watch drama movies because there's so much drama in life. I find that I don't want to sit down and then watch more drama on TV. Like I rather just zone out and watch anime. So yeah, so pre-made planners don't typically represent all of me, and that's what I'm thinking to um change with this half letter planner. I'll be able to put in vellum and, you know, tab tape and just basically everything that I've been wanting to do that a pre-made planner just hasn't allowed me to do. So basically I will be able to put more of my personality into a DIY heavy inserts type of planner. So for my catch-all. And then let's see, for my work planner, I did want a Monday through Friday layout, and typically pre-made planners have the weekends. So when it has the weekends, typically the planner is bigger. So, or that space that I don't really need. So I want a planner that has a week on one page, Monday through Friday for my work planner. So I will be creating that myself, and that's what I'll be putting in here as inserts. Um, and then I realized that for my journaling, I want to be able to use stickers and washi a lot more than a weekly layout will allow, because a weekly layout, you decorate those 2 pages and you're done. Whereas a daily, you can like it's just for the day. So you can put whatever you want to on the page. And basically it will allow me to use a lot more of my stickers, because most of like honestly most of the stickers that I'm not gonna say most, a lot of the stickers that I have, like quotes and stuff, I usually don't want to use those in a weekly layout because it takes up too much space. But or like those little circle stickers, that I don't really like those in my weekly layout, but in the daily layout I'll use those all day. So because I don't have to look at it for more than a day. So yeah, so I will be creating like a daily layout insert for my journal. So that way I have space to write and I can use more washi and stickers and just more planner supplies. And I'll have space for all of the decorating and my writing. And if, you know, I'm not really feeling how I decorated a daily planner, not a daily planner, a daily layout for the day, it doesn't matter because in 24 hours, I'm going to turn the page. So basically all of that to say DIY half letter planner for my catch-all work and journal. And this is just going to be ongoing. So I'm going to turn this into something that matches my style, my personality. And yeah, I'm kind of like excited to see how this half letter develops. So I think that is it. You guys saw my 2021 planner lineup. I gave you the review of how my 2020 planners worked out. And yeah, so if you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you want to help me get to 1,000 subscribers, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.